Wow. And what can I say? This has been a phenomenal uh, to gratitude on behalf of the Energy Council, to the USCA, particularly to Sheila Hollis for support she's given the Energy Council, assistance in developing and presenting this platform. This is really and other within our borders as well. And I thought that was remarkable. I learned so much just listening to the presenters. Just say again, uh, my my thanks and admiration to the presenters. Certainly, Shannon kicking it off, of course, Francis, Tim, Catherine, uh, John, Bob, of course, Chris, Mark, and of course, um, this is a very, very honest conversation, a very factual conversation um, concerning the state of energy in the different sectors. There's some common themes that I thought were rather common, sort of common, but more important, it highlighted the cross-border similarities in terms of our neighbor, who's some was larger than us, but certainly resource. And what it identified to me the issues of resilience, the issues of connectivity, the issues of grid integrity, the issues of cybersecurity, the indigenous environment on both sides of the border. These are all that we face together, and we have the ability to interact and learn from each other on that. And of course, the issues of innovation. Certainly, with the complexity of the energy sector and the innovation required, innovation belongs to no one particular, but then to create a solution, whether it's to achieve net zero, whether it's to resolve issues of ESG, whether it's to obviously expand in the areas of skill sets in terms of diversity, equity, inclusion, in terms of market access, in terms of market capital, in terms of exporting to global markets. These are all things that we share. And we target, we compete, also complement each other. So I would, and I was fascinated by the innovation by the gas sector, also the importance of the different gas really fully told within our own borders. And I think it's important that we, from the Energy Council point of view, pursue a more aggressive effort with our sector participants to better convey the energy story to the rest of Canada, and the interdependency, interconnectivity, the jobs, the impact on the quality of standards of living, the impact on workforce, the impact on uh, uh, on innovation, stimulate and generates. This is, I think, not really fully understood. And this is an area that we must, and we have a responsibility from the energy sector point of view, Energy Council to really promote within right across the country on a national basis. Why we not done this before, and though we have tried, we need to do more of it. I'd like to just spend a few moments and just reflect on Christian involvement and engagement with the indigenous population on the energy sector, whether it's in obviously more than reconciliation has taken place, the participation in 20% of the energy projects, and obviously, and also the fact that Michel, that the growing sector of populations, indigenous, which provides a fundamental foundation to support the sector, particularly the sector, uh, expanded as it relates to the investment or the capital needed, the impact of the grid, inadequacy of the grid to meet net zero or the future requirements of electrification. These are all things that put energy front and center and should be the policy frameworks that are being developed. And obviously, the sectors that we have play a very important role. Tim has indicated that there's in development for that framework. But certainly, I think every sector, whether it's nuclear or electricity or it's gas or it's chemistry, have a very critical role in guiding the policymakers to be able to create the type of environment that is very certain, very with the sector, not just a super energy sector, not only that we can live in and create jobs and opportunities and innovation that will drive our economy and also allow us to contribute to the world at large. This to me is so much is packed into these into today's presentations. So much experience. The question is, how do we harness this? You know, how do we utilize this as a foundation? I think that this is the big and the fact that it took place now. Certainly, I cannot even imagine what the next one will be like because this is a learning tool, for example, that we can have so many lessons learned from. We can gain so much. We can make. You know, I have to say, it was very honest. You know, Catherine gave a very straight up comment on policy. It's a type of dialogue that is going to be so I was excited by what I heard, by what I learned, the amount of data that was presented, the integrity of the data, the sincerity of the presenters. And I'd just like to say I'm very grateful to have been a part of this, listening most of the time. I'd like to compliment Jake again, like Sheila did, for his unwavering commitment to bring this about, and of course, participate and did a wonderful job in terms of presenting the reality of the Canadian energy story to be told again and again and again going forward in the future. So, on my sincere thanks for the presenters, for the material that was presented, and I've learned a lot, quite frankly, of the quilt of the Canadian energy sector, and there's a lot to be told yet again. So, again, on behalf of the Energy Council, I thank you for your presentations. I'm happy to have been a part of this, and I'm looking forward to all the follow-up that must take place will come from this. Jake, with that, I hand it over to you, sir.
Thank you so much for those great concluding remarks, Howard, and for the summary as well of the conversation we had today. Again, this is nothing without our presenters, so thanks again to our presenters for taking the time. And looks like we're coming just in on time for the time that we'd allotted for this. Thanks for everybody's flexibility, and thank you to the audience. We had some rearranging of speakers and some slides in our time, but you kept with us. We've had strong attendance, terrific participation in the Q&A section, and I think as Howard indicated, I'm looking forward to doing this again next year. Hopefully many of you had the chance to attend the United States Energy Association's State of the Energy Forum yesterday. Bigger and longer than this one, Very comprehensive and really worthy of second review. Go to their website and watch it on video, skip through the different pieces. It's highly informative and it covers the waterfront, much in the same way that I think that our first annual one did here. I'm very excited to have everybody pulled together under one umbrella and to deliver a great kickoff conversation about Canadian energy here in the month of January. And I'm very excited to do this again next year and to continue coordinating with our friends at the United States Energy Association to help make these more North American conversations, not just US, not just Canada, but the two of our countries together, given how much we are strongly aligned on matters of energy, but also on matters of democracy, social policy, and culture. So it's an exciting beginning. Thank you so much for participating, everyone. And I look forward to seeing you around the same time next year for the second annual Canada Energy Update. Thank you all. Have a great weekend.